This is just going to be a quick video analysis of Nintentdo versus Ryan Ford, formerly known as Unknown522. This is from Canada Cup 2015. All credit to the video and the stream go to Canada Cup Gaming and everyone involved in making this video happen. I'll hopefully have a link to this video in the description. If I don't, please pester me to add it, because that's what I should be doing to give them credit. I'm Marche. If you're from the Facebook group, I'm Nicholas. If you're not from the Facebook group and you're interested in improving as a Pikachu main, definitely check the group out at Pikachu Melee R&D. That's the name of the group on Facebook. I do apologize because this is not going to be a very well organized video analysis. It's my first time watching the set in quite a while, and it's also my first time actually trying to speak out a video analysis as opposed to just writing one down. I can't think of anything else that needs to be said before I start. So I guess here we go.
I like it. I like the character.
I need to turn the volume down. I'll probably just mute it, honestly. Even though I'd like to have some sound going on.
It's Pikachu.
Yeah,
We're gonna see. I feel like this is a true test.
Oh, he's going
Okay, here we
Pikachu
go.
again. All right.
Pikachu.
No
So-
Fox did those.
I like it.
He's a lot
I
more
like the
patient than
character
Axe is.
diversity coming out of
Nintentdo is definitely not really trying to rush in. He's not trying to steal Ryan Ford's space. He's just kind of trying to pester him with up airs right now, just interrupt him, trying to get him out of crouch cancel percent. That forward air, again, that's something that Axe isn't really going to do. Right now, he's just trying to prevent Ryan Ford from moving around the way he wants, and he's basically just saying, if you try to come into my space and attack me, there's going to be a hitbox waiting for
Here he
you.
is now, though. Completely different character, yeah.
And he gets shield grab there.
Okay.
And obviously, like,
Ryan Ford
Pikachu can do a lot of work
doing
on
a pretty
Fox,
good
and
job
kill really
of
quickly,
holding
combo
center
him.
stage.
But the strongest part is his gimp game usually that
The
you
up
see.
tail, I mean,
Enough
up
that
tail,
Nintendo's not really trying
pretty godlike.
Yeah, it's got a
or doesn't
disgusting hitbox
feel
on
like
it.
he can just
And,
run in
like,
for free.
knockback direction.
But the unfortunate thing is, I don't really think that's his game plan to begin with,
What
and it
the-
looks like when Nintendo is
Down
going in,
smash?
Ryan's not really
Middle of
ready
the
for
stage.
it. Honestly, most of the hits that I'm seeing from
could be worse.
Nintendo are kind of just straight hits.
Alright.
Ryan Ford
Ryan's
wearing the
caught in
wearing
his shield
the
right
ace
now for
money
some
or the
reason.
ASCII. I'm not really sure what that is representing, but
Not really
the
sure
last
what that's
hope for
about.
Canada in
Maybe
this
he just
tournament.
got stuck in his movement a little
Canada
bit.
Cup, no less. Yeah, man, this is the
That's
last one.
always, when that happens,
got,
and you can manage to find a kill anyways, that's always good, because it gives you a moment to just sort of stop and get your movement back. You can kind of see he was a little bit more confident for a while, but again, Nintendo is just kind of playing that game. He's throwing out options that aren't, like, they aren't heavy punishes, they don't really lead to anything guaranteed.
Alright.
He's just sort of trying to convince Ryan that, like, he can't approach for free. If he approaches, there's going to be a hitbox waiting for him.
Because he's going to do really well this year.
And you can see Ryan's
Almost stole it from him. Not quite fast enough.
he's staying back, like he's
Ryan's
not
playing the matchup, though.
approaching,
good.
and I don't know if that's
Yeah.
Ryan's style or if he's been forced
I
into
don't
it.
think he's one to be unfamiliar
That's
with,
an unfortunate thing about not
check
knowing
matchups like this.
Ryan Ford's
Yeah.
play style much.
Hey man, well, we've seen him be unfamiliar before. It wouldn't be the first time.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Definitely.
But no, I think that
Lots
that
of
was kind of a. I feel like that was specifically that I'm referring to, like the Bowser match was kind of a wake up call.
Ryan's playing the edge,
And I think a wake-up
the
call, not
matchup
just for Ryan, but for
decently
a lot of people who
well.
saw the set,
He's
like,
not really
oh,
getting caught by
if I play
anything
against
that
a really
I've
smart
seen. I haven't seen
player who
his
can pocket a low tier like this,
DI
I might
be
get bodied,
really
so
bad
maybe it's worth it to
anywhere.
actually learn all the matchups, so
Wow.
it's a cautionary tale. for
He's
those of
doing
us
a lot
who
of what
like
SFAT
Bowser.
does, which is just sort of
Meanwhile,
Hey, man,
take
Jeff
advantage of the
plays Bowser.
platform to
Yeah.
just sort of hold the space with back airs,
here it is.
just sort of throw
Pikachu.
mix-ups about whether he's going to throw out the back air immediately or land on the platform
No, you don't
first.
get many of them. But it's always a threat when you go up against them because, like, Axe especially can always have the potential to go really far or even win a turn.
Yeah, see, like, he didn't throw a move out there at all, but it still, it kept
Definitely
DJ
one of the
Nintendo
characters that has been
from approaching.
improving as the
DJ
Smash
Nintendo
meta
right
develops,
now, what he's trying to do is get his space back.
Yeah.
You see, he waited, he threw out some stuff
DJ,
that
you did a
just
good
prevented
job
from
avoiding
Ryan Ford making
mine.
his own move.
Sorry,
And then
avoiding what?
when he thought he had an
Yeah,
opening, he
really
just
long.
crossed up there.
171, that's
Got
really
all
good.
his stage
Yeah, that
position
is
back,
good.
got some
For a
hits
peak for,
in.
like, a little
That's where all that
yellow
percentage that
rodent,
he has
should
right now
probably
came
die at
from.
30.
Unfortunately, again, it's Pikachu, so you're never going to get a lot of percent in one
All right.
combo unless it's just like a bunch of up smash and tech chases.
The gun's coming out. It's like,
Seems like now he's getting mad punished for it, though. The moment Ryan Ford decides
Yeah,
to...
I don't really agree with
ease
going to
off the
top
pedals a
platform
bit.
there.
DJ's
I don't think it
taking
gives
his
him
chance.
anything. I think dropping down to center stage would have done a lot more for DJ Nintendo right
that
there.
was a clever turnaround F smash.
Good dash dance.
the frisbee.
Ooh,
Alright.
huge
That's an
aggression by Ryan
advantage.
Ford.
Ryan Ford's like, I
You know,
got
when you're
backers of my own.
focusing on disrupting your opponent's movement the way that DJ Nintendo is,
Good call out.
um,
And yeah. No
you
jump.
gain access to that
Outside
like
pocket.
really scary dash dance where it,
Ooh, awkward.
you know, it suddenly feels like you're sharking for something,
Fair.
and it makes that motion,
Don't know what he was going for
you know,
on the
it
forward smash.
feels like you're
Definitely,
you know,
you're looking at-
every time you dash
I don't
forward,
know.
it
I'm
just
not even
seems
gonna-
to
I'm
your
not even
opponent
gonna
like this is the dash that
Uh-oh.
there's going to be an attack coming out.
this could be.
He
Every
missed
time I
the
watch
tail
Axe
spike
throw
forward
a
there.
box off stage,
I know,
Hold
it
my
feels
breath.
like
Got his
you
cross
gotta
up.
kind of hold your breath.
That's the thing, Pikachu. Whenever you
can't
see
get
your
that
opponent go
side
into
platform
shield,
without fail on
you
his
can
recovery.
always cross up.
And it's kind of hard for Ryan Ford to
Like
get up
the
there.
only way that you're gonna
Reset.
get that's a nice jab reset there.
Oh, it's back there. He's still alive.
Yeah,
nice.
oh yeah, of course with this Pikachu, we're living super big.
Oh,
Oh.
shine, nice.
So I don't
Oh,
like
Yeah,
what
of course
Ryan
with
Ford
this
did
Pikachu,
here.
we're living super
He gets up super early.
oh, it's back
Um,
there. He's still alive.
Yeah, oh
nice.
yeah.
He's
of
not
course
even
with this
waiting
Pikachu,
for-
we're living super
So he gets up at the position where DJ Nintendo could do a single leg up B, up into the right, clip him, get ledge, and then punish him. But you can react to the up B starting. It's not really that fast of an up B. It's got a pretty good delay on startup. So I don't like that he did it that way. DJ Nintendo probably could have reacted to that and done a better up B. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. The fact of the matter is, what he did do was up B high enough that the shine spike didn't kill him. And you know, he saw that Ryan Ford was just sitting there crouching, wasn't even facing the ledge. So clearly he was waiting for the shine.
with this Pikachu.
If not, or even if he just had a little bit more awareness,
Back there. He's still alive.
Yeah, oh
nice.
yeah.
he
of
could
course
have
with
just
this Pikachu,
let
we're
DJ
living
Nintendo
super
drop
big.
down.
Oh,
Or not even drop down, but just on reaction
Oh.
turn around up
Look at
smash, and
how
that would have been a
little
kill
lag
right
time
there.
there is when that lands on stage.
Yeah, and DJ
Alright,
Nintendo
alright.
messes up his up B, gets
So,
punished for it.
DJ living to 65% again. Very good.
So I haven't really talked like at all about what the players, like what the actual actions they're doing. I'm trying to talk about like
Ryan
what they're
Ford does not
thinking.
have
So we saw, I think he actually he reads the
Ryan Ford does not have much stock left.
well, I guess he was reading a late ledge hop actually, but
Ryan Ford does not
or a
have
late
much
ledge
stock left
dash.
here.
But if he had done a
However, he's
downward
getting some
angled F
aggression
tilt
started.
there, I think it actually would have clipped
Trying
him,
to
and
put
that would have been the
Pikachu
game.
towards corner. DJ wants to
I
get
mean,
the
not
lead
that
on
I think necessarily he needs it. I'm pretty sure he wins this anyways.
Wow. Run forward, power shield.
We can
Ryan
see.
Ford almost
Unfortunately,
forced
when you
himself
play the
into
matchup the way that Ryan Ford is
Oh.
right now,
Good jump out.
if you lose center stage, it actually gives you a lot of trouble. And it's
Alright,
something a
Ryan
lot of
Ford
people don't
in
really
a good
experience
position.
against Axe, because Axe never really tries to hold center stage.
Having a lot of trouble
And I
closing out
actually
there.
think it hurts him a lot against SFAT, who
Yeah.
plays
Both
the
of them
matchup actually very similarly to the way Ryan Ford is playing
okay.
right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Ryan Ford tricks us up by jumping high, then going straight for the edge.
Nice up smash out of shield.
Oh man, those some good
Ooh.
neutral beats from Pikachu.
That was probably a misledge dash. It's hard to say.
Yeah. He can't
Pikachu
get
is a
up
character
normally
that can
anymore
actually get
because
away
he's over
with
100.
tournament
Kinda
winners pretty
sucks.
well.
And still living great TI by
So
DJ.
I might have been wrong. DJ Nintendo might actually lose this game.
Oh, and then Ryan
Well,
went for the
he
slow
got
get
center
up
stage
too.
back, so maybe not. they're both playing a
He's
very
getting-
similar
he's getting a
this
lot of
matchup a
mileage
very
off his
similar way,
back
which is
so-
weird because
Straight hit made
I think it makes a lot more sense for Fox to play this way. It's actually kind of weird for Pikachu, in
That
my
would've been
opinion.
it.
Oh,
And
Oh, that's
is
it.
it.
Yeah. Okay.
Quick
Finally.
forward
So that's what I was
tilt.
saying earlier. Ryan
Well,
Ford was
I've
doing
done
those
a few
low
times,
drops
finally
constantly, and
put
DJ
Ryan
Nintendo
Ford.
started to pick up on it. And once Ryan Ford was on the
Alright.
ledge without
was
doing something
Down to
immediately, he would just walk
Massive.
forward F tilt and cover anything but like a perfect sweet
Oh,
spot.
where's he
So
gonna Probably just go back.
it's a good adjustment.
Well, maybe
Obviously took the match right there. Could have taken it earlier if he had gotten a downward angle F tilt on one of them.
kinda
Or I think so. I don't know. Maybe it was
messes
a
up
perfect
Pikachu
sweet spot.
probably a
I
bit.
don't know if you can hit that or not.
Yeah.
So
go
round
back.
2 is going
Alright,
back
here
to
we go.
Battlefield.
Come
I
back.
don't really like
Very
this.
close.
I actually think, I think you want either.
Trying to shoot some laser to force him to
Man, I don't know.
approach,
They're
but
both playing the matchup the same way, so I don't think you want to go to like a really large stage like Dreamland. And Fox does go for vertical kills a lot in this matchup, so a stage like
Air dodge there.
like Yoshi is honestly I would prefer to go to.
Oh, nice
I don't know.
down
DJ Nintendo, I can't imagine would take
Might get the shot.
Ryan Ford there. So there's no reason for Ryan Ford not to pick it
You know what?
himself,
I haven't seen a lot of,
unless
I
he's
haven't
not
seen
comfortable with the
DJ
stage.
get
But I don't know. You're Fox.
No, he's
You
not.
kill it like
on,
60%
Ryan
there.
Ford.
Oh, that's
Oh Jesus.
too
Okay.
much.
Well,
No, he's not.
On,
this is
Ryan
probably
Ford.
the.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
he was dead anyways.
too much
That was
action.
a forward air.
DJ
So that was
shakes
just a
all
straight up
Canadians are spaghetti
misplay.
today.
I don't know what he was
Kicks,
going
man.
for.
I want to see a tally of the
Impossible to
total
say, but-
Canadian SDs in like top 32.
So
I
I'm
wanna
not
see
sure
a
why
tally of
Ryan
the total
Ford backed off the
Canadian
ledge here.
SDs in like top 30. How many kicks, man? I want to see a tally of the total Canadian SDs in like top 32.
I guess he wasn't. He didn't have as much time as I thought, but I still think he could have gotten to ledge there.
Yeah.
And
how it goes,
anytime
man.
you can force
Whoever comes
Pikachu to
to play.
recover on stage, it's a good thing. I don't know. There's a pretty good delay.
He's trying to catch him with up airs again. Oh no. he's
Again, it
making
goes back.
this.
When you play for stage control the way that both of these players are, the matches actually get really weird. Because you
Get a
see,
grab, back
like, he
throw.
technically didn't do
God,
the
he
wrong
rolled
thing
into
there.
the
He
forward
grabbed the
smash.
ledge and created an
Oh
opening
my
when.
God.
Yeah,
And the
that's-
thunder?
oh wow!
Nice.
All right, that was really good
Good
DI.
combo extender. Then he hits him with
barely
forward
The
tilt.
thunder crossed.
We're
Oh,
not coming
yep,
back.
smart.
Man,
He was
DJ's
late
playing
covering
so
it,
well.
so he just used down air. Down air is
This is godlike. I love seeing another Pikachu.
reasonably disjointed. It's weird, but
Went for
oh
the
yeah, there it
edge
is.
cancel, I think, but
Yeah,
didn't
probably.
get it.
I
And it
don't
is
remember what I
free.
was
I
talking
wouldn't
about. It
know.
wasn't that.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
right. So both of these
Yeah.
players are playing for stage control,
I've
which
always-
makes edge guards kind of weird on
Alright.
Fox's side.
Oh boy.
I would almost argue that, like, rather than the
so
quote-unquote
many
proper
up
thing
smashes.
where you're supposed to edge guard Pikachu the way you would Sheik,
Oh,
and just do the
That's
rinse
scary.
and repeat, let Pikachu recover to
Yeah,
stage, and then
didn't hit, but
punish
now
him
you
on
know.
stage during the landing
ever
lag.
since he did it the first time,
Yeah, you know it's a
Ryan
toss-up
Ford
there.
is
Yeah.
focused so much
approach
on stage control. I
predictably,
actually think it makes more sense for him to
in
just
a
give up the
predictable
ledge,
manner, DJ's gonna punish you
which
and
he's been
make
doing.
you look stupid.
Oh,
Okay.
took his jump.
I guess he thought he had a jump.
And Ryan's on his tournament stock.
I thought he had a jump
DJ's
too.
just staying on the edge because he
yeah,
has
he's
that
just gonna
ability. It's his prerogative. At this
attrition
point.
him out.
Yeah,
at this point.
Pikachu's only got 2 frames of
Looking like-
that he can get
specified?
punished during 2 frames of
Right,
vulnerability
specified.
during
So,
his tech in place. So you saw Ryan misses up air there. Probably would have hit any other character
It's not quite a
except for
mountain to
Pichu, who
climb,
again
though,
also
even
has
if
the
he
2
does
frames.
find
Every
a
other
way to
character
bring
has
this one back,
6.
even if he does
Well,
bring
if he
the
brings
third
it back,
So-
it's
if he brings this one back, then hey, we're looking good. But
Yeah,
that's looking
standard
somewhat
bread and
unlikely
butter.
right now.
Just up airs into up,
nice
up
SDI.
smash. Just get some damage going.
DJ.
Again, it's really important for Pikachu to get an opponent out of crouch cancel
Oh,
percent.
man, those up airs, so good.
I don't. It doesn't.
Stuff
From
you,
what I.
and
Oh,
that's
that's
that.
it. Yeah. Oh no!
All
Okay.
right. DJ over
He
for
should have just gone back to
forward
ledge
air,
there.
I think. If you like
The
that
DI
up
on the
air,
up air,
would be
on
good,
the
but-
down air was actually super good. Oh, perfect.
Sweet.
That sweet spot
All
was
right,
really
Ryan
good.
Ford still has the fire.
Yeah.
He's not.
That,
he's not gonna
so
let
I
this
want to go back there
sweet-
actually.
Forward air,
So this is
I
something
think.
you see a lot of
If you like
foxes
that
just
up
not
air,
think
would be
about.
good, but-
Oh,
Just
for
that quick
forward
shine
air,
on the
I think.
ledge.
If you like
You
that
can
up
hit
air,
someone
would be
who's
good,
standing
but-
right at the ledge, not respecting
Oh,
your options.
sweet.
You can waveland back
All
on,
right,
and
Ryan
then
Ford still has the fire.
got all the time in the world, all
He's
the stage
not.
control
He's not
in the
gonna let
world.
this turn into an all-American.
A
A second chance at redemption.
So DJ threw this game away. If he had just gone back to ledge,
DJ's patience is
he
incredible
probably didn't
right
even
now.
need to refresh his ledge invincibility. Honestly, the game's over.
There it is. That
That back air.
Um,
Yeah, you're not coming back.
Yeah, I said he threw
Alright.
it, but
Great
There we
conversion
go.
by
Again.
DJ with that back air, sealing out the last stock. Ryan looked like he was going to bring it back, but DJ held firm, and there you go. Where to
That's
skull
weird.
bash? Nowhere. No one used
I don't know if this playstyle actually works
Alright.
against Pikachu.
Gonna run it back a third
Um,
time.
The fact of the matter is, this playstyle beats Axe,
There it
which
Whoa,
is like
dude,
90%
no
of
way.
beating
Double lifts on
Pikachu, but it's
TSM
not the whole
now?
story. And I think we're seeing that here.
Sorry, that's a
I-
split aside for all the
I-
League of Legends fans out there. I really hope I didn't just get trolled.
Man, I don't know. It
Man,
just from what I'm
up there for-
seeing, it looks like Ryan Ford is
stuffing
playing this
Ryan
matchup
Ford a lot, like when he's behind
like
them,
actually just as
short hop up air.
that's
Oh
awful.
no!
Just as well as
no.
SFAT when he has center stage. He's holding it very well. He's not giving it
Oh,
up
man.
easily.
The dream is getting further
He
and
just sort of
further
backs
away
off
with
when
every stray
Pikachu's
hit
on the
that Ryan
ledge.
Ford
He uses the
takes.
platforms to just prevent DH Nintendo from
Oh boy,
actually,
here we go. Here we go.
just reading
Nice.
when he's going to be vulnerable and when he's going to
up
have a
there.
hitbox out.
Damn.
And as a consequence, he can't just nair through him, which
Up air?
that's the hardest thing. A
Almost
lot of
combo out of that,
characters,
that would've
especially Marth, the
been,
reason that
funny to get the first kill.
Marth's struggle in the matchup right now is that they haven't worked out an answer to
Yeah, Ryan Ford has yet to
Pikachu's
really
cross
get
up nair,
something
so they
started
can't
on
hold
him.
stage
Yeah, the
control.
single solid, dude. Shine daft.
Yeah, he's just getting a lot of stray stuff, and
But
it's just not going to work
Fox
too much
can
when
do it
DJ's
just with
putting
back
together
air.
combos.
So as long as he uses the platform to make it ambiguous when he'll have a back air, DJ Nintendo
Wow.
has
Forward
difficulty
smash.
figuring
That was
out
huge.
when
What a
he
good read.
can actually do a cross up nair.
Figured out
them
DJ's
out.
platform game. That is a call out. That's a huge call out.
Unfortunately,
All right, we're using up air. All right, Ryan Ford
I don't.
brings
I
it
just.
pretty much
I
even.
kind of feel like if
Trading
Axe
moves,
were the
sticking
the
with top
Pikachu
five,
right now,
honestly,
though,
it's safe.
even though I do
Looking to
think this
shark
play
Pikachu's
style
above.
beats Axe like
DJ
100%.
goes in on him, puts him in the corner.
Well,
Ryan
sorry, not
Ford
100%,
back
but
in the
like
decent spot. Now he's
this
off
play style is super good against Axe. But
Alright.
I think Axe's pressure
Despite the
is
SC,
too strong for Ryan
still
Ford to be
looking-
playing the game
looking
this
good
way.
for Ford.
We've already seen like a lot of technical flubs and a lot of just input errors all around. Not input
Great
errors,
defense by
specifically
DJ there.
movement errors. Like you can tell
Air dodge
there are
into the top
times that
platform.
Ryan Ford
Trying
is
to avoid that.
trying to move in a certain way and he's not doing it. And I don't think he'd be able to be controlling space like this against Axe with those errors.
Alright. How much more can Ryan take?
Oh, I'm surprised that was a pop-up.
Not that much. He's off stage.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah, so
such a-
what happened there? Why didn't he
Not
get
that
his
much,
shield
he's
out?
off stage.
Oh, he went for the spot dodge.
Such a
Yeah, you have to
strong
be really
upside.
careful.
It's just in a lot of
Circumstances
ways,
like
it's
that,
this.
honestly, just like he landed too far away. There's no
Yeah, it is.
reason to do anything but hold
Uncharged,
shield
it's
there.
stronger, right?
Because even,
Yeah, up smash. Not
what
that
percent
much,
was
he's
he
off
at?
stage.
113?
Oh.
I'm trying to think. If he got grabbed,
Up
Such a
smash is
strong
the
up
spot
smash.
dodge.
grab up throw, that would have been a platform. So it would have either been a
A lot of
platform
ways,
mix-up
this is gonna
or
spot.
just a back throw off
Stronger
stage.
in some ways too.
Yeah, it is. Uncharged, it's
And I
stronger,
really
right? And then once you
don't
charge
think
Fox,
either
it's
of those
stronger.
situations would have been as
Oh.
bad. Okay, alright.
Charged,
So I want
it's
to talk about this
stronger,
use
right? But once
of
you
down
charge
smash.
Fox, it's-
Stronger in some
Uh,
ways too.
Yeah, it is. Uncharged, it's
So
stronger,
he
right?
gets stage control. Ryan wave dash is in place. So DJ Nintendo knows that when he gets to this position, I think you can see my mouse. I hope you can. Yeah, you can. Okay. So when he gets to this position, he knows that Fox can only be in this range. So he gets here and down smashes. He actually goes a little bit too far forward. I was hoping he actually stopped around here, because I wanted to say that he was positioning it so that even if Ryan had stopped and just shined, which is really the only option that he can like do out of a wave dash in play that you would do out of a wave dash in place in that situation. I guess he could have down tilted as well, which also would have worked, but you're more likely to see a Fox just sort of do a random shine. But like, there's nothing else that he can do. And again, they've both been playing the stage control game, so DJ Nintendo knows that he's looking to get center stage back. And what ends up happening is that Ryan was just doing a dash back and then reading an approach and going in for a nair. And this is a really good tool as both a counter to short hop aerials, especially in this matchup, but most matchups in general. The only characters whose short hops really beat out Pikachu's down air or down smash are Sheik and Samus, just because their short hops for whatever reason go super high, almost the full distance of their jump. So anyway, in this case, he gets clipped. And even if he had just kept down, even if he had kept dash dancing, he would have dash danced again. He would have dash danced right back into it. I'll play it in. I'm actually gonna play this in slow motion. I just think this is a really good use of. All right.
Stronger.
So he's gonna get the cross up nair right
Yeah,
around
it's
here. No,
Uncharged, it's stronger, right?
all right.
But then
So
once-
the cross up nair was basically a guess, but he got the stage control. He saw Ryan kind of not moving for a second.
Stronger in some ways too.
yeah, it is.
so
Uncharged,
blah, blah, blah.
it's
Missed the grab.
stronger, right? But then
All right,
once
so he
you
sees
charge-
Ryan stop moving. He runs in, and he immediately just throws that out there because he knows Ryan's not trying to retreat all the way to the ledge. He's playing the stage control game. What could have gone wrong here that still would have been in keeping with the way Ryan's been playing is if he went to platform. But again, we've mostly been seeing him use the platform when DJ Nintendo is trapped on the ledge, not when Ryan is. So all in all, there weren't a whole lot of options that Ryan had, and there were even fewer options that we've actually been seeing Ryan use. So that down smash really covered everything that DJ Nintendo could have expected, other than some use of the platform, which again, even that really wouldn't be in keeping with the way we've been seeing him use it, even though we have been seeing him use it quite a bit. Just again, he usually uses them when he has stage control, as opposed to we'll see a lot of players. I guess let's just say we'll see a lot of Sheik players specifically, or not specifically, but as an example, we'll see Sheik players who, rather than play the stage control game, they kind of camp the platforms and use that as their neutral game option, which is really strong against a character like Falco or Marth, who control the ground really well, and Marth specifically just doesn't really want to go up to platforms because he doesn't want to risk the opponent getting below him. Marth struggles to deal with that. Falco, his issue is a little different. Just once he commits into the air, his mobility is drastically lessened. So you'll see, you'll see people camp platforms against him because once he moves to go to a platform, you have way more information about what he's going to do. You suddenly don't really have to worry about the lasers. You don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about his F smash. You don't have to worry about any of his grounded options. I would say his up tilt is actually the scariest grounded option. It's a great anti-air. The hitbox actually lasts a lot longer than you'd think. Yeah. Anyway, Pikachu isn't really a character that you want to do that against. Pikachu is more than capable of going to the platform without really giving anything up. He gets there quickly. His options cover the space really well. His up air can cover the entire platform if you're moving. Well, most of the platform if you're moving forward with it. And if he actually gets onto the platform, then he can cover most of the platform with his down smash. His tilts anti-air decently well. So again, just more reasons why we aren't seeing Ryan escape to the platform in this kind of situation, and more reason why this down smash was unlikely to. Well, just I don't want to say it wasn't likely to miss, but reasons why it was reasonable to think that this down smash would hit, and it leads to this up smash and leads to other shit. He actually, I don't know if he was going for a nair when he got that dash attack or if he missed like an up smash input or something. I don't know. He wasn't really getting that tech chase no matter what. Ryan Ford's DI was good. He teched away. Pikachu doesn't recover from up smash very quickly. I needed to change the speed, not the quality. My bad. The speed is not...
Very patiently.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
There's a lot of...
Alright, so, you know, good spacing by DJ Nintendo. I think Ryan's just getting desperate at that point. I want to actually just go back and see what he does here. Like, why does he do this dash attack? That might actually just be a tech skill flub. That might be the same thing. That might be like when you see a Pikachu dash attack. I don't know why he would want the dash attack there. I imagine he wanted the nair, and that wouldn't have left him open for that way. So yeah, I don't know. We're seeing the same game. This game hasn't really shown a whole lot of adaptation on either side. We've seen the little small things from DJ Nintendo. I haven't really seen Ryan making those adjustments, which I think contributes a lot to the fact that, you know, he hasn't won a game, and judging by the length of this video, there's only 2 minutes left, which all of these matches have been going super long, as you would expect from two players so focused on stage control. DJ Nintendo actually screwed that up a lot. I personally would have just walked to the ledge and either down smashed or F tilted, but you know, whatever. The forward smash was perfectly valid. It could have worked. He didn't time it right. And when I say I would have F tilted or down smashed, I mean I would have done that on the way up, not the way down. If you're gonna do something on the way down, honestly, you want to try to meet them like at the top of their jump, where they, even if they do that immediate fast fall, there's still a lot of, or there's not a lot of time for that to make a difference. He avoids the get up attack, which is good, but gets hit by the next option.
All right. Okay. Wow.
So I think DJ Nintendo actually just missed a shield drop.
Okay.
No, he missed an up air? Why did he even want an up air there? I don't know what he thought that up air would do.
Wow. Scoop something up there. Oh, nice.
Oh, yep. Okay, he caught Ryan in the platform. Nice. Okay.
Oh, nice.
How long was Ryan in his shield here? That was actually really bad.
Wow, that was a great grab.
All right, so he was expecting the pop up air, which is reasonable.
All right, he's back in his home.
Not a whole lot to say about that, other than just when you do shield, always be ready to do whatever option you're planning, because usually when you shield, you know, and you're going for a shield grab or something, like you shield and then they don't do the option you're expecting. If they still move toward you, like let's say hold on, I'm gonna pause the video so I can focus on what I'm saying. Let's say he was shielding there to shield drop after an up air or something. Like, you shield for like a 1/10 of a second or something, and then whatever you see doesn't match. Like, he's already committed at some point to not throwing the aerial out, at which point you can still throw your option. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people very strictly, they say, I'm going to, you know, respond with an up smash out of shield when I get hit, rather than I am going to shield briefly and then up smash out of shield. And I actually think doing the latter is a lot smarter, because, you know, whatever you're expecting to come, whether it's the nair, the up air, some grounded option, whatever, if it comes, you block it with your shield and then you up smash. And if it doesn't come, you know, unless they're dash dancing, in which case I don't know why you're doing this kind of option, but, you know, it covers his waveland there. It covers him really doing anything other than that, because you've already seen him jump forward. You're shielding on reaction to the jump forward, presumably. So, like, you don't lose anything by going for that. And it obviously beats out the grab. It beats out the empty jump. It beats out, especially for those of us, especially myself, who are playing at a lower level, it also beats out the I jumped up, but I don't actually know what I'm doing. I don't have a plan. I'm not expecting anything to happen. You just throw it with that timing that if they were going to throw out a late aerial, that's when it would hit. Or rather, like, they're going to land at that moment. Because either they've thrown their aerial out and you would have reacted to it at this point, or they aren't throwing their aerial out and it's too late. So I don't know. The timing's a little weird. It's not something I'm very consistent about remembering to do, but it's, in my opinion, definitely way better to plan it that way, and you don't get stuck in your shield like you do here.
That is DJ's this morning.
Alright.
DJ Nintendo must steal this game. Oh, he absolutely steals the game away. Yeah, here we go. Gimp coming up. Oh, and he gets caught with that. Ryan Ford has gotten hit by some nasty jab kills. I feel bad for him. Actually, I'm sorry. No, I was thinking of Kells when I said that, not Ryan Ford. Never mind. Please pretend I didn't say that. So I mean, that's the end of the match. I said it like 100 times, but they were both very stage control focused, and it made the game really weird and really slow. I think the biggest thing that Ryan Ford wasn't taking advantage of is that when DJ Nintendo isn't approaching, you can punish him with lasers. And Ryan Ford wasn't doing that at all. And like, I'm not saying it should be like, as soon as there's distance between you and Pikachu, just short hop double laser. But like, you know, every now and then, like, there's no pressure on you, throw out a short hop laser. I wouldn't even say short hop double laser. Just put it in their mind that if they aren't actively going in, then there's going to be potential damage coming at them in a way that they can't be throwing back. Because if Pikachu is throwing out his neutral B, that's just giving away openings, which is not good. Let me think. From DJ Nintendo's side, I don't know. It's tough as Pikachu. Axe puts pressure on in a way that no other Pikachus really do. I think the way DJ Nintendo is playing this works very well. But there are some characters, like, I don't think you can do this against, like, a Peach. I think Peach just naturally defends her own space way too well for this kind of playstyle to work. It doesn't really invade space at all. DJ Nintendo really only crosses his opponent up when he gets stuck on the ledge. And it does make things a little bit one-dimensional. Because you can see basically any situation that he gets stuck on the ledge, he's looking for a cross-up. Obviously he does a very good job of you know, hiding the option in his pocket. Like, he's holding on to it. He's not giving up space. He's very comfortable with his back to the ledge. He's, you know, retreating back to the ledge when it matters. He's taking advantage of Pikachu's invincible ledge get up. And also just about the fact that, you know, in general, Ryan Ford was kind of letting him be on the ledge. Ryan was more concerned about stage control rather than keeping the ledge away from Pikachu, which I think is reasonable. You know, it simplified his game plan. It gave him less to think about. And there's definitely something to be said about that, especially in a matchup like this where, you know, you're Fox. Your opponent is always going to have matchup experience. And when your opponent's a mid-tier, you're not. So playing a simpler game like this, not having as much to worry about, definitely is a very reasonable thing. I definitely don't fault him for doing it. I talked about how he could have been doing the rinse repeat thing on edge guards. DJ Nintendo covered his recoveries decently well. He wasn't really mixing up his timings very much. Or rather, when he did mix up his timing, it was almost always for a high recovery, which, you know, is punishable. And Ryan Ford, I think, was slow reacting, didn't get really any of those punishes, honestly. That might be the biggest thing that Ryan Ford did wrong, actually. I think his punishes that could have been kills. That up smash I pointed out on the ledge on one of the early high up Bs. The missed up air on Pikachu's tech in place, which, again, it's harder than punishing other techs in place because Pikachu, 4 less frames of vulnerability. A 2-frame window is nothing to laugh at. But they're all things that, when you're playing at a high level, it's going to come back at you when you aren't hitting these things. And overall, DJ Nintendo, even though he wasn't going in the way that Axe does, he was still, I think, pressuring Ryan Ford a lot more than Ryan Ford was pressuring DJ Nintendo. DJ Nintendo always had kind of a hitbox in that spot that, if Ryan Ford wants to approach, it's going to be through this spot right here. And there's always a hitbox there waiting for him. It made Ryan Ford really uncomfortable throughout the entire match with approaching. And there are definitely points where I'm not so sure that Ryan Ford was controlling space because it was his game plan, so much as he was forced to do it because, he was convinced that DJ Nintendo is going to meet him with a hitbox if he goes in there. And in fact, DJ Nintendo does meet him with a lot of hitboxes. He gets a lot of stray up airs. He gets that down smash I stopped the video to look at. He gets a lot of things in just little situations where he forces Ryan Ford to approach because he's just being greedy for stage control. So again, like I said at the start of this video, this wasn't really this wasn't the deepest of video analysis. Wasn't very well organized. I apologize for all of the many things that are wrong with this video. I am going to cut it here. Again, if you're interested in the Facebook group, Pikachu Melee R&D, just search it, it should come up. You might see the other Facebook group, Pikachu R&D. It's mostly the same people. If you post there, we will still see it and we will help you. Most things get posted in both groups. They both exist because one of the groups was inactive for a while, so it wasn't showing up on searches. Once the second group was created, the group started talking a little bit. Now both groups show up just fine. It's not really a big deal if you join one and not the other. You're going to see most posts get posted in both places. And obviously if you join both groups, more power to you. So thank you for watching. If you have anything you want to see, let us know in the comments, or post it on Facebook or whatever, PM someone, anyone. So thanks for watching and goodbye. And for those of you watching the stream